Okay, this is a test video, and it's September 23rd, 2023 at 8 a.m. in the morning. I don't think there's anything testing that I need to have you checking for me. I think right now, I think the only thing right now that I'm testing is the file name. When I create a video, sometimes I have numerous videos in the file, and I go over and they've got them listed the way, OBS standard thing is year first or something, I forget. And so I went in and changed those settings so that, because when I go to look for video, I have to think a little bit. Oh, okay, which is, and I'm hoping that this is going to right away pop in my mind, month, day, year, or whatever, So that's all this little video is about. You got a wave microphone arm. Let's see. I saw, let's see here. Now let's go back to, let's go to Amazon. And was it something that's Waters list? Was it here? By the way, I think I intended to mention in the last video, if I have this cell phone I've mentioned before. It's way beyond me. It's for smart people. They should have, they should sell products like, this is for people like Jim Howard with a IQ of below 80 or something, And in which case, the Moto G stylus might be fine for that kind of a person, but not a Samsung Galaxy Note 9, because it definitely is smarter than I am, or at least it thinks it is, thinks it is. So if you have a recommendation before this Motorola G stylus here, it's the 2022 version, and so I guess it's the, okay, I think it's not, okay, it's not the 23 version, I know that, 2023, so I was thinking it was the 2021 version. But if you could come up with something that's simple, and for somebody like me, you might want to make a recommendation of it. Now I ordered in I think there's a review of it someplace that I made. It was made for somebody who was like doing work like I used to do, building railroad cars and building trucks, gigantic trucks, and something you'd carry at work. And I couldn't get it to work. I don't know if it was what the deal was with it. I thought it would be, I don't need that nowadays. That kind of, but it had a bunch of other things on there, extra apps that, for measuring and doing all kinds of things. But I had to return it because it just didn't work. A short time back I would have said the camera really was, the thing. anymore. Now I am going to see the eye doctor here in a couple weeks, and I don't know if he's going to remove the cataracts on that first visit or if he's going to have me. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but and maybe I have something more serious. Maybe, I'm hoping not, than just those 2 cataracts. But I think I've changed my mind. I think, yeah, I want a good camera. That's why I, went with some of the cameras, cell phones that I went with. But now I'm not sure. I think I just want something that's not bad. I mean, something that people are going to look at it and look at the picture and say, oh, that's okay, But price and simplicity. But I think all the ones except maybe for, are going to be simple. But not the Samsung Galaxy versions, I guess. I think they're for smart people. So if you can think of something, a recommendation, preferably, preferably under 200, and I'd even prefer, it doesn't have to be, but in the previous video, which I hope you didn't watch because I just feel like I was disorganized. I feel like I'm disorganized now too. I was talking about, I think, my battery chargers and that kind of stuff. Yesterday I went through looking and looking and looking for stuff. And I didn't find anything, and I wasn't actually looking. I actually was looking for it, I guess. It was just in my mind. Some of the extremely cheap battery chargers, for NiCad batteries. And I went through everything. I couldn't find one of them. And I think some of them are so cheap that I think if you bought X number of rechargeable batteries, I think they sent one of these things, with it for free. That's how. Well, wait a minute. I guess I could show it to you, couldn't I? What did I do with it? Oh, it's being used right now, but hang on a second. Let's see if I can remember how to pause this. Okay, here it is. Let's see where the camera is. I mean, this thing is really, and it, it's just a short USB cable, and that's it. And I'm thinking I'm going to buy this, but the reason that I'm going to buy this new one is because I have the old one of theirs from, I think 10 years ago, I think I checked. Hang on a second. I have to say this because I don't have pants on, so. Okay, here it is. This is the one that I bought from them, I think 10 years ago. It has been terrific. It has been great for me. Great, I don't think this is available anymore. And, but the ex-wife wanted to charge her own, which she thought had to be charged every, she's using it for a mouse to charge the bat. So I just took the thing into her, I don't know, a long time ago, put it on her desk, had to clear a spot, put it on her desk, plugged it in, took in a handful of AA and AAA batteries and put them there. And then in the last week or whatever, all kinds of stuff, batteries not charged and all kinds of stuff going on. I think this thing still works because, I mean, what, it's, sure, some part could, I guess, finally, but it's not like it generates a bunch of heat or anything. Something, but I think it still works. But, and I'll mess with it here a little bit, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and order this in. And the worst that can happen is I have two excellent battery charging units. So, but back to no, we want to go to Amazon and go to, I think, the gift list. So I'm going to order in this $35 headset, it's for the Darlene, I mean, mainly. Oh man, she drives me crazy. Well, I guess you figure that out. She keeps that on speakerphone all the time when she's talking to somebody, talking to Hillary, our daughter. It will be on speakerphone all the time. I've never known her not to have the telephone on speakerphone. So, and anyway, the phones that we had, I don't know what happened to them. So I'm gonna buy a new set for her, but an inexpensive set. If you have a recommendation, One thing I wanted to make sure was I saw that some of these on the listing for it, they mention that it's down here for batteries. It'll say something, it doesn't tell you what kind of batteries it uses, or it doesn't tell you. So I think it's something that company makes, that you have to buy their batteries or something like, which I don't want. I just want to be able to pop in, 4 AAA batteries or 2 AA, batteries, rechargeable or something. So, but anyway, so I picked this one. But if you happen to, I had excellent luck with the other, other unit for years and years and years. And then, as soon as Darlene started on this thing of batteries, I don't know what, I think she put a curse on them or something. For the first time, I think it's the first time I just went in my bank, $100 from YouTube. $100 from YouTube. I'm hoping, so please try to use the, well, no, wait a minute, that's not the, no, that's Amazon, using the links. So I'm hoping that my videos start producing a little bit of revenue from, the ads and things that are put on there, which I've never seen an ad on my YouTube video or any other YouTube video, because I pay whatever it is. I'm not sure if it's YouTube Prime or whatever they call it. If you happen to remember, let me know, because I don't see the ads. And by the way, there's a good side to this, maybe not for you, but I think for you too. It would be, because you wouldn't see the ads also. If you pay the small amount, I think it's less than $20 each month. um, then the YouTube takes the money that comes in from that. They say it's $20 a month. They take that money, and although I mentioned this before, they take the money that comes in, and I think they take 80% of that, and they put it in to the YouTube bank account. And then that 20% that's left over, they divide up among people who are making YouTube videos, who are, of course, ones who have reached that level. And then they divide it up among them. Now, of course, they don't divide it equally, and naturally, I mentioned this in another video. That wouldn't be fair. There's somebody who gets 10,000 viewers a day, or who knows what. Just pick some crazy number, and maybe somebody watches my videos, and maybe I get 100 views a day. And I don't think I get that many, but let's say that I did. So if somebody gets 10,000 views and I get 100 views, it wouldn't be fair to take that 20% thing and divide that up equally. So I got the same as the guy who was, having, what would that be, 100 times more than I'm, whatever it is. You get the idea. So, so they divide it up somehow. So anyway, I just got $100, and I don't remember the last time I got anything from. So I'm hoping that, and so I guess you can help. But if you do that subscription, if you sign up for whatever it is, YouTube Premium or whatever it is, you'd pay so much a month. You won't see any ads. You have access to 2 or 3 other things, I think, and I forget what those are. I don't want to say, because then you'd be sign up and then you'd be cussing me out. You said I'd get free music. You said I'd get, I don't know what it is. But the benefit, the benefit for you, there's benefits for you. One, you don't see the ads. The other benefit is that YouTubers are getting, some of that money that, if you pay $20 a month, you're not giving up, but if it's, so you get the idea. Let's see. Let me go back to here. This is a gift list, but I don't think anybody's ever bought anything off the gift list here. Anyway, if you have a recommendation on a headset, a telephone cordless phone system or whatever. Also, it doesn't have to be, although I've owned at least 2, or I think 3 Motorola stylus cell phones. And it doesn't have to, I don't have to have the stylus. I can do without it. If you see a good deal, the camera has to be, I don't want the camera to be, I took a picture and oh crap, it doesn't have to be, this is a picture of Uranus, not your ass, but this is a picture of Mars, or this is a picture that, it doesn't have to be, oh, I can see the Martian waving or something, but just so that, because I've been interested in photography since I was in grade school, and I've always been interested in photography, and I had I loved it, the twin lens reflex camera, used 120 film, I think it was the other thing was 240 film, which you got more. But, I've always been interested in photography, and until I've arrived at the point now where I got some pretty good pictures by doing, getting down low, kneeling down and taking a picture down low and doing various things. I don't know where it is, probably I took a picture of my father with my twin lens reflex camera when I was in grade school or whatever, close up of him. Great picture, So, but, if you can come up with a cell phone that's, that you might say, Jim, I think this is a thing for you. You might let me know. So, this chair I'm in now is going to give out on me. A bunch of you, I've gone through, I've gone through these chairs like crazy. I mean, they just don't last. Now, sometimes I got the really, really cheap ones, and they didn't last long, but then the other ones that I got that were better, every one of them was, wasn't $150 chair. I mean, there was a $300 or a $350 chair or something, a time or two. That was where I actually went to a store, and maybe it was a $300 chair that was on sale for $250 or something. I mean, I did get some chairs but none of them last. So this is on my list, but I have a feeling it wouldn't last either. Although it's got 4.5 stars. Okay, I think that's it. I think I asked you to help out in a certain way, and well, you can help out by clicking on my Amazon links. You can also click on subscribe, click on ring the bell by doing the thumbs up or whatever that is. You get an email when I post a video, not just maybe when somebody else posts a video. Okie doke, thank you very much for watching.